Poul's Kitchen. Before we begin, hit that like button, subscribe, and share. Tonight we're going to be doing my homemade chicken wings. Chicken thighs. There are no bones in this, and there's a lot more meat to it, and this is a lot more filling. You won't need to have 50 wings to satisfy yourself. Nice healthy greens, potatoes. Going to be great, so please stay tuned and enjoy. Welcome to Poul's Kitchen. Please hit the like, share, subscribe button. Today we're going to do my famous style chicken wings, except they're not really wings, they're more thighs. Wings are flimsy and they have a lot of bone, and I don't know about you, but you feel like you have to eat like 50 of them before you start getting anything out of them. Thighs, on the other hand, are nice, thick and juicy, just like my wife's. They taste great, and you'll get a lot more out of it. So we're going to be doing some, probably we're going to bake or fry. We haven't really decided exactly what we're going to do, and that's not important yet. So over here, what we have a big Ziploc bag. Okay, we're going to put our wings in there. Now, here's a tip for you. Sometimes it's best to know when you're going to be eating them. So let's say Saturday night, you head to the grocery store, hey, I see some wings. Buy them, don't put them in the freezer. Set them in a bag and do exactly what I'm doing first, because any meat really tastes a lot better when it's fresh. If you freeze it, it's not as fresh anymore. It's still going to taste all right. So if you're pulling them out of the deep freeze and you're going to eat them tonight, no problem. It'll still taste good. But professional grade quality is not frozen. So just a little tip. You don't have to do that. It's a little snowy out here today, and Amy's a little upset with me because I made her to go out to the store.
No.
Because I want wings. So I'm going to take this knife here, and since this knife has touched raw poultry, it's not been cooked, it goes right into the sink. And we're going to put our thighs into a bag. Now, I've already done this, so I'm just going to set this in the sink for now. Drain out the extra liquid so it's not dripping out of the bag when I make Amy go down and throw garbage out. Now I'm just going to use a little bit of soap here just to give my hands just a basic little wash here. And then we're going to go over the ingredients. This part of the video we're just going to go over marinade. Why? Because, well, things taste a whole lot better when you have them marinated. Especially that. So this is a new apartment. We left our other one. We were renting from a pretty horrible slumlord, Olympus Properties. We had some significant hurricane damage from years ago that they didn't want to take seriously. We had rain come right in through the window, a lot of mold and mildew. It just was a really nasty situation. We left. I've been really sick. I mean, my kidneys were really going downhill for a while. I'm happy to say they're feeling a lot better now that we're actually in a nice apartment. It is a little smaller, but you know what? It's a whole lot better. If you see my kitchen here, I think you'll agree. It's great.
It's bigger.
It's bigger, and I'm down to one dishwasher though.
Me.
It's true. So.
Yeah.
We got some extra olive virgin oil. Fresh too, it's new. You want to use extra olive. It's so much better. If you're in a pinch, you can use other stuff, but I would always suggest using this because it's just a whole lot nicer. And then we got some liquid smoke. And again, I'm gonna, preach this till the cows come home. When you buy this and you use it, you only put a little bit in. You don't need a whole lot. I'm probably putting a little bit too much in now, but whatever. Amy can deal with it.
It makes it taste really good.
I've got one Spanish onion. Now, Amy, you want to make sure you're coming in so we can get some details on this. I've got some turmeric. No, this is honey with heat. So we're just going to pour some in here, and I'm not one for measurements. You know what your taste is. Make sure you're not cheaping out on it. Put enough in. And Montana's, you can get apple butter. So we're going to put some in this here because this is, you know, kind of going to be a really, really good meal. And we want a lot of barbecue sauce on this. Technically, I was actually going to be barbecuing today, but it's in the middle of a bad snowstorm, and normally all I'd have to do is have Amy sit out for a couple minutes and her breath would kind of kill the snow, but
we might still barbecue though, but it'll be using our indoor.
I'll get a little bit on the thing there, so Amy will have to clean that.
Yeah, that's okay. Just don't step in it.
Yeah, and then we got some crushed red pepper. Now, if you really don't like heat, don't put a lot of this on, or even better yet, don't use it at all. This does make it a little warm. Not over the top, not super crazy, but, you know, just a little bit of Amy style. So we got some black pepper. I like putting a lot of black pepper on here. And this is smoked paprika. Amy really loves the smoked paprika. It gives a nice barbecue flavor to it, a nice smoked flavor to it. Gives it a little bit of heat. And I gotta tell you, when you have it in this bag, it's great. But again, I can't stress enough. If you touched raw chicken, please, 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 please wash your hands. Now, when I'm done this, I'm going in the kitchen or the bathroom. I'm going to wash properly. Now, this is a little bit of savory herb poultry seasoning. If you have other spices, by all means, go out and use them. They all help. And a little bit of my secret sauce, since I can't drink alcohol anymore, kidney issues. I'm going to choose to start cooking with things that need alcohol and help. So it's a little bit of rum. I'm not going to put a whole lot in here. We're both diabetic and we don't really need a whole lot of rum, but maybe a little bit more. But it will give it a little bit of flavor to it, it's nice sweetness. So what we're going to do now, you have to mix this all up really, really good. And that's why bags are good. So we're going to seal this. And we're going to reseal it again in a bit. But we're going to try to mash and mix this all together here, so that we can apply everything to it. And you want to leave this set, I would recommend at least an hour. If you can do this overnight, would be the most optimum. However, someone got a little tired last night and didn't think to do this, so it is what it is. But you're just going to squeeze this in here and mix it, because everything's going to work together. And by the time it's done, this is going to be great. We were actually had this much of it because we were expecting to have company today, but because of the snow, we're assuming that's why we never got any company.
Other plans.
Yeah.
Something came up.
It is Christmas, so we're going to set this in here. Amy's going to find a place in the fridge for it. And then we'll be back a little bit later. A little bit of some advance notice. We've got some new logos coming for the website. So check out Poul's, www.poulskitchen.club. And later this week, I got one coming in from a professional artist, maybe tomorrow, maybe Tuesday. And I have another logo that'll be going on as well. Looks pretty cool. So that's the way this is here. And you'll notice everything's all evenly distributed. I'm going to leave this in a bag, put this in here. We do have a smaller fridge, unfortunately, so it is a little bit of a chore. But Amy can do anything. So we'll get there. So I'll be back in a couple hours when we're ready to start cooking. So we'll see you. One, two. Welcome back to Poul's Kitchen. This is Chef Paul back with Chef Amy. Say hi, Amy.
Hi.
I bet you missed my lovely wife, didn't you? You've seen enough of me earlier, so what we're going to do is we have our indoor grill. It's kind of snowy out right now, and it's kind of just not nice. So Amy's going to gently place the chicken thighs onto our grill, onion and all. Now, she might have to put some on a plate and do this in separate batches. So it's going to happen. Now, one thing we can know, when we're dealing with chicken, sometimes it's better to use tongs than it is to use this. And you know what? I think we're going to have to do 2 batches.
No, I think I have a way.
Oh, she thinks she has a way. Anybody ever tell Amy she's being paid to think? No comment?
You're bad.
So,
I need to get water for that too.
So if you have a grill, this is the best way to do it. Barbecue is even better. If you don't, you can use a wok, a frying pan, you can bake it. I advise you to boil it, because boiling it will take a lot of the marinade off and kind of not be the same. If you have a special sauce you want to use, go ahead and boil it then, but doing it this way is so much better. So all you really need to do is just figure a way. I would suggest barbecue, indoor grill, or bake. Now this is going to take some time, and because it's chicken, you want to make sure it's thoroughly cooked. And I'm not going to leave you here to watch the whole cooking process, because sooner or later you're going to hear Amy start singing, and nobody wants to hear that. But we're going to leave the onions on here. Amy's going to cut up some potatoes. We're going to air fry some potatoes. Have some veggies. You got to have the veggies, but you can see this here. I mean, it looks absolutely amazing. And because it's been sitting here for a couple hours,
it's going to have a lot of flavor. It is.
It's going to bomb in flavor. And if you wanted, you could have used some breadcrumbs and breaded it the same way that you would at a restaurant. However, and yeah, we do have some breadcrumbs here. I don't use them very often. We're diabetic and it's just extra carbs. We just don't need them. Not in the mood for it today. And by all means, if you follow my recipe here, this is going to taste absolutely amazing. It's just going to kill. This is absolutely great. I'm excited to eat it. I'm not one to sit and say that I'm always excited to eat that much. That's more Amy. But
this is going to be so good.
But it is. It's going to be good. I guess I gotta say it's good to be back in Poul's Kitchen. We've had a bunch of technical issues lately, and I've been really sick for the last couple months. I took the COVID vaccine, and unfortunately I took some major reactions to it. So I've been on bed rest for a while. So this is why you haven't really seen or heard much of us lately. We're back. I'm feeling great. So Amy's going to sit there and cook this and get the potatoes all ready. And I'm going to supervise, and actually. This is my recipe. Just Amy really wanted to do the grilling tonight. She was looking forward to it because I've been cooking all week, and this is kind of her turn. So I'm going to leave her at it.
And I like grilled chicken.
She loves grilled anything. Doesn't matter whether it's chicken. She just loves grilled.
Yes.
So we'll be back when this is all done, and we'll show you the end result. So we'll be back. Welcome back. So thank you so much for being a part of Poul's Kitchen. We really appreciate you. Deep down, we really want to make sure we're helping you, our viewers, and anybody else that you're sending to us, to help give you some better dietary advice, things to do a little bit better, less confusing, and show you, hey, you know what, even if you're diabetic, even if you have other issues, you can still live life and enjoy it. You don't have to stick just with vegetables, unless you're a vegetarian, and that's fine. But if you're not, then you know what, you need to be able to live your life and enjoy it. Otherwise, what's the point? You have to enjoy your life. We want to make sure that you're having as much fun in eating your food and making your food. I don't want you to feel like, you know what, I was never taught how to cook. I need to eat at McDonald's every day. And God knows, Amy and I know people who do that. It's pathetic, it's disgusting, and you wonder why you gain 200 pounds. And I've seen it. I really have. It's not good for you. I want you to be able to look at this and say, oh my gosh, what they did was easy. All we did is dump the chicken in a bag, put stuff in it, spice, sauce. We use the grill. Now you can use a big wok if you want. Put some oil in it, dump it in, turn it, and just babysit until she's all done and eat. It's not hard. This is what's called an air fryer. All you do is just open her up, put a little bit of oil in here, put your fries in here, put a little bit of spice seasoning on there, done. Boil some vegetable. It's not hard. It takes a little bit of time, yes, but you can feed yourself for $5 a meal versus going to McDonald's and paying 10. Actually, it's more like 12 now, isn't it? Mm-hmm. And to be honest with you, don't tell me that you don't feel like you need more after. It never fills you. This is much better. I mean, now look. We've got some onions that have been grilled with it. We got some potatoes that have been done on the George Foreman, on the air fryer. And if you like deep fried foods, try an air fryer. It's a whole lot less oil. It's just so much less.
You could have even cooked the chicken in there if you really wanted to.
I know, I got a good friend that's cooked a pizza in mine. They're amazing. We got some veggies in here. And tell me, does this not look like a good meal? To me, this looks like a winner. I'm really, really excited to sit down and eat this. I know Amy is. I mean, if you don't watch her, she'll eat both of them in 10 seconds.
No.
But she's Dutch, so I mean, you have to expect that. And by all means, I grew up with Dutch people. I married a Dutch person. I love their culture, and I love picking on them for their little stereotypes that they give. And Amy does not really, in all reality, fit those stereotypes that much. But I do know Dutch people who do. It's hilarious. They're very good people. If you ever meet a Dutch person, give them a little bit of respect and get to know them, because I'm telling you, you'll really thank me later for it. But this is it. I mean, take some time and think about what you're eating, what you're putting into it. Sometimes you might have to go to the store and look at labels and look at the sugar content and everything else, and remember carbs equal sugar. And you might have to do that. Sometimes I use things that maybe I put in I probably shouldn't put as much in. Big deal. Don't have to put a lot in. Don't have to have every day. I'm gonna make Amy go for a 20-mile walk tonight. She'll get her exercise. She'll burn that off. And I'll sit and play some video games.
No.
And work on the video. But this is our meal. Please come. We'll be doing another video next week, I'm sure. We'll be doing a lot more of this. So I'm really hope you got something out of this. Please drop a comment. Let us know what you think. Please hit that like button, subscribe. If you're all interested, you can always find Amy and me over IRC. irc.paulskitchen.club. We're in #PaulsKitchen. We're on Facebook. Look us up under the Facebook group Paul's Kitchen. We love to hear from you. We love to talk with you. Hit that like button, subscribe, share with your friends, please. It's not we're trying to monetize. We're really not. It'd be nice if we did, but I more or less want to try to reach out to as many people as I can and just try to help people. So thank you very much for your time, and we'll see you next time.